Good morning. Little ice on the creek this morning. Little breeze going on. Down here in the food prep area. It's cold at 16 degrees. Blue sky though. Well, good morning. I've already chopped down my oatmeal. I wanted to eat it while it's still fairly warm. It's cold, like I said, but it could be worse, it could be colder. So it's not a complaint. It is what it is. Blue sky looks like the sun feels good. I'm sitting in it. It's gonna go behind a tree in a second, so I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna sit here and have my coffee and plan is today I'm gonna, even though I'm not really looking forward to part of it, I'm gonna cross the creek, which means getting wet, and just explore some different country. So not much to tell about yesterday other than what the video showed. It just was a nice blustery day. A little stormy at times, never warmed up really well. Here comes the wind. Well, the sun feels good. Keep you posted during the day as to what's going on. Got a pretty nice campsite here. I like it, but I'd like to have a little nicer one. So I don't know if I'll ever move in the time I'm going to be here, but I'd like to come back to this area. This is really a nice place. Okay for now. This is my hammock set up. It's my old Dana design backpack that I've had for a long time. No longer made, but Dana makes Mystery Ranch packs now. Lucky poles, War Bonnet Blackbird hammock, and War Bonnet Superfly tarp. And this is kind of my setup. I have a little plastic tarp I keep stuff on, and it's a hammock gear underquilt, and if you can see right there, you can see a pad sticking out. I got it tucked back in, but that's a, well, I can't remember who I bought that from, but I use two pads, especially in this kind of weather where it can be 10 degrees at night. And I have a Mountain Hardwear, a Western Mountaineering 20 above bag. And last night it was 16 this morning, so it kept me warm with a base layer. I was sleeping on a base layer. I got the tarp set up kind of high. Works out nice. There's drawbacks to everything. One day I'll do a hammock review or whatever, my feelings on it, but not today. So this is how I leave my setup when I go take off for the day. Just kind of clean up a little bit underneath, and that little blue bag down there is just got a few extra things, a little bit of guy line and carabiners, and helps hold down the tarp. Well, I'm just creek's down there. I'm just following this little game trail camp around the bottom end of a ridge. Maybe this will lead me to a halfway decent crossing. Find out here. Well, this is the creek crossing right here. That's where I'm going to cross. Right there. Game trail goes kind of right down there. It's kind of a log. I got my river shoes on up there. If I was a little more coordinated and young, I could probably cross there, but I'm just going to wait across right here. It's going to be cold. Log right over there. I'll stop and dry off and put my boots back on. Got my river shoes on. Well, I have finally found the main established trail in this drainage, which is cool. And I'll be on it for the rest of the day. It's my plan. Creek crossing went good. The water's cold. Whoa. But it is what it is. I do have what I call river shoes. I don't know what they're really called, but they work good for me. And what's nice is I take off dry socks and boots and put them back on, and worst part about it is it takes about 20 minutes. So anyways, let's see what this trail brings today. It's looking up country. Looks like it's going to be a nice day for a hike. Trail's real nice. Little side creek that comes in. Trail goes over there. Looks pretty thick up in there. Nice clean water though. Good place to fill my water jugs later on. So that rock right there is where I got to yesterday when I was climbing that ridge, and right up just to the right of this big spruce that's in the screen. That's kind of where I wanted to go yesterday, but I didn't. The trail ahead. There's the creek down there. It's the trail. The drainage is really starting to close in, tighten up. There's old elk track on the trail in here, made after the last snow. Back down the trail, back down the trail with grizzly tracks, but they weren't all that fresh, maybe 4 or 5 days old. That's looking back. It's looking across the drainage. This is the trail, and I'm gonna take a little break. Ran into a pretty big drift back there that about stopped me. Looks like a grizzly went through here a while back. Beautiful little creek. Running a little bit clearer up here. Kind of interesting here, erosion from horses and humans and whatever has become the creek. Probably a side creek, or it could be yeah, I would guess a side creek that comes down. But this is the trail. Well, it's pretty in here. Look at this beautiful sky. I wouldn't doubt at some point I get stopped by snow. But I can see the trail up through the trees, so it can be anytime soon. Getting ready for a break. Cottonwoods. Way up in here. There's a lot of them down through here. Well, not a lot, but several. I believe that's a tree that could grow anywhere in the world. All it takes is a seed. kind of out of the wind right here. That's gonna hit. Well, I'm headed back. And like I thought, I mentioned that the snow could stop me, and it did. It doesn't take much. It just takes a straight down slope. And it was a long drift as far as like downhill and uphill. Not very wide, but it was too steep. And the drifts are pretty much hard enough that you can't kick a foothold in them. So, can't kick a step. I call it quits. I'm tired anyways. My legs are feeling it. Looks like the the creek has picked up a little bit and gotten a little bit dirty. Pretty much looking south. The winds died down a little bit, and I was able to take my vest off. I would say I'm halfway back. It's turning out to be a beautiful day. The wind had a bite to it for quite a while this morning. But I think it's warmer than it was yesterday. And wasn't that bad of a day yesterday. Maybe I'll get to do a little bathing today. I'm not very far from the creek crossing. Just right down in the bottom there, and the trees is, maybe a quarter mile, maybe just a touch more is where I crossed. And like right on the other side of this little ridge that's right in front of me, there's a little saddle, like right there, and just directly in a straight line is my camp on the other side of that, down on the bottom. There's actually a game trail right there that goes up. Right in that little saddle is where I've been walking up and getting on that ridge that you see there. And that's where I've been walking the last 2 days before today. Well, I'm Sitting up on my perch watching this sagebrush. And down below there's some mule deer, doe and fawn. Boy, it's beautiful right now. It's cool, but it's just been a real nice, bright sunshine day. The wind continues, but I'm kind of out of it here. So maybe we'll spot that grizzly.